are now shifting tracks to a very different story. More than a year after German authorities separated an Indian toddler from her parents, India continues to make efforts to reunite the family as German authorities allege that she was being harassed by her parents. We have breaking news in this regard as CNN News 18's Yesha has spoken exclusively to Ariha's parents. Take a look at what they've had to say.
If you could please tell us what is this entire case about, what really happened to your daughter, why is she there with the German authorities, and what is your appeal actually to the authorities and to Indian government as well?
Yeah, so like my child had a genital injury for which we took her to the doctor. We ourselves took her to the doctor. At first the doctor said everything is fine, then they sent us back. When we again went for the follow-up checkup, at that time they alleged of us like we assaulted the child and we voluntarily gave our DNA, and after like around in February 2022, after everything like the I can say the criminal process which is, or the charges which were there on us has been dropped. The hospital who intimated the child services saying that like the child was being abused, they also have ruled out that like there was no such assault and stuff. But later on they asked us to go through the parental ability report, which we are doing right now, like which is already done, which took around like 1 year, and now the psychologist has recommended that like the child can be stayed with either parents, and yeah, we are still fighting the trial and the trial is still going on. That's the reason it's like a prolonged trial and it's taking so much time. So that's why we are requesting the government of India, Dr. S. Jaishankarji, that at least the child should be repatriated with some Indian family in India.
Where is this entire process stuck?
So in the start, the reason which they took the child, now they don't have any specific reason. Now what they say is like the child is speaking German and she cannot like communicate with the parents. The other thing is like what they are saying is like the child has a psychological disorder and she has some stranger attachment disorder. So like it's and the parents are not very much like they don't know how to feed the child. So the parents should be in the family house and be trained for a while, and then only they can decide something on the custody.
Now that you want to come back to India, how do you think the entire process will work out for you?
बच्ची जब 7 महीने की थी, she was a breastfed baby, और उन्होंने बच्ची को ले लिया. They didn't allow me to pump the milk and give it to baby. फिर सेक्सुअल अब्यूज का जो उन्होंने सस्पेक्ट किया था वो विदाउट एनी चार्जेस पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर ऑफिस से खुद बंद हो गया. फिर भी वो लोग बच्चे देने को प्रोसेस लंबा खींचे जा रहे थे. नाउ दे आर लाइक बच्ची को इंडियन लैंग्वेज नहीं आती तो इंडिया नहीं भेज सकते. जब कोर्ट अपॉइंटेड साइकोलॉजिस्ट ने बोला है कि बच्ची को पेरेंट्स के साथ रख सकते, फिर भी वो अभी खींचे जा रहे.
इज इट ओनली द केस विद आरिहा, और हैव यू कम अक्रॉस मोर सच केसेस or more such families who are fighting the similar battle for their child as well in Germany?
ये बहुत सारे केसेस है. एक स्टडी में, एक रिसर्च में हमने पढ़ा है कि इट्स लाइक 50,000 बच्चे को ले लिए गए हैं. रिसेंटली एक रोमानिया फैमिली का केस हुआ है जिनके 7 बच्चों को ले लिया गया था. वहां के गवर्नमेंट ने इंटरवेन किया और फरवरी 2022 में 7 बच्चे घर पे आ गए हैं. सेम हैपेंड विथ तुर्किश फैमिली, पोलिश फैमिली. सब गवर्नमेंट ने इंटरवेन किया और अपने बच्चों को वहां से छुड़वा के घर लाई. हमारी फॉरेन मिनिस्ट्री ने ऑलरेडी एक फैमिली अरिहा के लिए इंडिया में फाइंड कर ली है. सो हमारी यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमें पूरी अपेक्षा है कि जर्मन गवर्नमेंट ये इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने जो फैमिली ढूंढे उनकी रिक्वेस्ट को मान्य करेगी. हमें उनसे पूरी अपेक्षा है और हमारी माननीय मोदी जी से यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि अरिहा को जल्द से जल्द इंडिया रिपाट्रिएट किया जाए.
Okay, this is a story that, as we've told you, has been playing out for almost 2 years now. On one side, of course, you have the family of the young girl, Ariha. They say that the daughter, their young daughter, was forcefully taken from them. They also, of course, say that this entire set of accusations, right from that there was any kind of physical violence to other kinds of accusations of sexual harm, all are false. Let's go over to my colleague Yesha right now to understand more. Yesha, I want to understand from you, the family, of course, saying that these accusations are false, but what do German authorities have to say? It's been more than 2 years now. How have they responded to these two Indian parents saying that this entire set of accusations is false? And how have German authorities responded to Indian diplomatic efforts?
So what we understand from our sources right now is that while the Indian forces have been trying to reach out to German authorities, however, the part about the allegations that have been leveled by the German authorities regarding the sexual assault charges that were levied against the family are quite serious. Now, what we understand from our sources in the government is that they've been trying for the last few years to understand if maybe Ariha could be brought back to India, but in this case, the situation is such that, considering that there is a sexual assault charges, the Indian authorities are not, the German authorities are not willing to hand over the child to the parents. Now, in the wider perspective, in the broader perspective, let us understand that in this case particularly, what really happens is that there have been various such instances that we see of children who are taken from their parents and handed over to the German authorities, wherein they're kept in a foster place. Now, in case of this, like considering there's a foster that is available, the foster wherein baby Arya has been kept, but the parents really do not want do not want the child to be kept in a foster. They are allowed to meet the child only for 15 to once in a 15 to 20 days. But the parents are appealing to both the German as well as the Indian authorities that if it's possible, they should let their child should be allowed to be kept with them. Now, or if not with them, some Indian family wherein the child could understand the culture here. The family is of the opinion that going further, the German authorities could mention the clause of continuity, wherein what they could really mention is that the child is considering in a German care kind of a system. The child would learn German and would not know about the Indian culture. The parents want the child to be brought back to India, but considering that this legal case is on, the parents would not be allowed to take the child back to the country. Yes.
Okay. Yesha, thank you so much for bringing us that context. We